Alright, so good day. So Crypto Panda ulit, nagbabalik sa panibagong video clip natin. Okay, so on this video i-explain natin kung bakit nagkaroon ng instant pump kay Bitcoin. Okay, alright, so let's go. Okay, so obviously, as you notice sa chart, no, nag-pump si Bitcoin ng 10% instantly in just 15 minutes. Or let's say, eto, hanggang dito. 30 minutes, no? Dito. 30 minutes instantly, 10%. So, alamin natin kung ano yung mga reason or normal ba yung galaw o hindi. Or, good movement ba to sa market or hindi. Okay? So, sa 15 minutes, malamang kung ikaw ay nakapokus sa lower time frame, I'm highly sure na mabibigla ka talaga sa galaw ni Bitcoin. Kasi, tingnan mo naman, instant pump hanggang 30.7k yung peak na ng price, no? Tapos biglang nag-drop ang price. Binawi agad yung momentum instantly. But if you try to zoom out on daily time frame, this movement is a normal movement for me since yung 20.2k is PBR level, expected na i-reach talaga yung key level of resistance as a rejection or reversal area natin, no? So, quick tip lang, once you're a scalper or a trader na naka-experience ng ganitong instant movement, so I highly recommend na mag-zoom out ka para hindi masyadong magulo yung hindi ka mabibigla kung baga ganun, kung bakit ano nangyari dito, ganun, bakit biglang pump, ano ba yung reason, or mafu-FOMO ka, fear of missing out, may chance pa dahil sa news na nangyari. But for me, remove the FA and focus on TA. I suggest 98% of your reference sa pag-trade is more on understanding the chart or the price action in the market. Do not rely more on FA or on the news para ma-avoid natin yung FOMO na tinatawag, fear of missing out. Okay? Yun. So sa daily time frame, PBR level resistance natin, na-reach niya instantly. So good nga ba yung movement na to sa market? And normal lang ba ang tanong? So for me, normal yung pag-reach niya sa PBR but not good for the market. Bakit? Obviously, na ma-reach natin yung 30.2k for reversal since yung PBR level natin is nandyan, no? Pero yung bad side lang niyan, instantly niya na-reach. Instantly. And as we observe on 4-hour and daily time frame, yung candlestick na na-print is more on wick. Or in short, once mataas yung wick, it means high rejection of sellers, no? Buyers are trying to push above resistance, ngunit may mga harang doon or may mga sell orders ng mga sellers, biglang na-reject, no? So, yun. Nag-print siya ng weak candlestick, which is, weak candlestick, okay lang sana kung maliit, no? So, normal na movement yung susunod, katulad nito, saktong-sakto lang, mga rejection, saktong-sakto. But this time, the weak printed so high, no? Or sobrang taas, almost 9% din yung weak na yan. Ayan. So, once may na-notice kayo na ganyan, high rejection, you will expect na magkakaroon ng choppy or ranging movement on following days. Yan, i-expect nyo yan. Kasi parang yung resistance test, minadali ng market, no? Biglang retest tapos drop. Ayun. So, expect for it na magkakaroon ng ranging. And my advice is do not trade on volatility or after the volatility, no? Huwag kayo mag-instant short or instant long. Kasi highly chance talaga yan na maliliquidate kayo or kung maswerte, magkaka-profit kayo. Pero 80% niyan is malulos yung position nyo. Lalo na tight lang yung position sizing. Ganun. Mga greedy mag-entry. Masyadong malaki yung itataya. Bigla-bigla kasi na FOMO, no? So, don't make a trade immediately sa mga volatility. Okay? And also, do not short instantly. Nagkaroon ng rejection, nag-short ka dito. For example, yan. Na-reject tayo. Na-FOMO ka, ang lakas ng selling pressure, nag-short ka dito, nangyari, nag-pump ulit. Pag-pump, nag-long ka na naman, nangyari, nag-drop ulit. So, mangyayari, mauubos talaga yung portfolio mo sa galaw na to. Kasi, in this case scenario, there is no clear direction of market since nagkaroon ng massive volatility. Okay? So, na-notice nyo, proceed tayo, no? Proceed tayo sa lower time frame. Kung ano yung mga possible scenario ni Bitcoin. So, ano na bang gagawin natin? Kasi nag-choppy na. Yan, ranging na tayo. Almost 1 day plus. So, ano nga ba ang gagawin natin next? Okay? So, yung gagawin natin, This is 15-minute time frame. And meron tayong, again, PBR level on 29.5K area. So as you can see, as a price action trader, continuous yung pag-create ni Bitcoin ng swing high, which is that is a sign of clear bullish pa rin for me on lower time frame. Okay? So, highly na marireach natin tong resistance area na to at i-retest ni Bitcoin. Okay? So, coach, after niyang ma-retest yung PBR level, pwede na ba kami mag-short? So, for me, again, huwag kayong mag-greedy entry. Once na ma-reach na yan, yes, pwede tayo mag-short with tight stop loss. Pero, when price instantly test this area, so wag muna. Observe mode, tignan nyo muna yung price reaction kung nagkakaroon ng rejection or strong breakout nga ba. Okay? So, if ever meron tayong mas patan dyan na weakness ng price action, so at that time, pwede tayo mag-attempt ng shorting since ito yung PBR level on lower time frame. Okay? So, yun. So, also, mag-wait din tayo ng another swing low dito. And rejection. Again. So, yun yung hihintay natin. So, I do not recommend na mag-greedy short kayo ngayon. Kasi, yun, continuous pa yung swing high natin, oh. Baka pag nag-short kayo dyan, nag-swing high na naman. So, another loss na naman, no? Kung ganun. So, observe and avoid overtrading on extreme volatility. Okay? Punta naman tayo sa 4-hour time frame. Sa daily time frame kasi, yung confluence natin sa quick retest na to is the PBR level and at the same time, ito yung recent resistance level based on recent data niya sa April 15. Yan yung recent swing high niya. And on July 1, ito yung movements na price ni Bitcoin is trying to break the swing high, recent swing high, but fail, na-reject, ni-retest na yung major support natin ngayon on 25K. Okay? So, lower time frame, bullish yung bias natin. On higher time frame, we are on overall ranging. No? We are overall ranging on 25 to 30K. So, my bullish case scenario here is based pa rin tayo sa lower time frame. In case man na mag-breakout tayo dito, above here or here, yan, sa dalawang level na yan. So, at that time, malaki yung chance ng bullish movement. Okay? Kasi matagal na resistance yan, solid resistance yan. Once na ma-break ni Bitcoin yan, if ever continuous yung swing high natin, ganyan. So, magko-consolidate tayo ng konti, expect, and then another swing high, breakout movement. Okay? But, as of now, dito muna tayo focus sa 4-hour time frame and on this inside range. Kasi, if yun, magpo-focus tayo sa daily, masyadong malayo pa, no? So, dito muna tayo. So, PBR level, babantayan natin yan. If ever ma-reject, possible na magre-retest tayo dito sa recent key level niya. So, ganito yung possible na scenario na mangyayari. If ever na mag-up tayo, retest PBR and reject, retest back on 28K. So, yun yung main bias natin. Okay? So, yung point ng video na to is you can analyze a coin with this simple chart, no? Without many indicators. Just identify the important key levels of support resistance, no? If naguguluhan kayo sa lower time frame, zoom out lang kayo at hanapin nyo yung mga important resistance level. At ayun, i-plot nyo lang. And yun, observe nyo kung ano yung reaction ng candlestick. So, I think yun lang dito sa video. So, hopefully this video na nakatulong man sa inyo. Meron man kayo napulot na aral kahit konti, kahit simple lang yung explanation natin dito sa video na to. Okay? So, don't forget to manage your risk always and do not overtrade. Control, no? Patience and discipline. Yan lang talaga yung dapat baon natin sa trading para maging profitable trader. Okay? So, thank you. Thank you guys.